The headlines: demand to release students arrested during ILP stir continues. Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. The news in detail. Girl student protesters have been staging sit-in demonstration through day and night at Keshampat Lemajam Laikai Community Hall, demanding unconditional release of the fellow students arrested in the recent ILP stir. The protesters have also strongly condemned assault of girl students by police personnel. 6 students from TG school and 15 students from Iboton Sana school are participating in the protest demonstration. The volunteers of JC ILPS and local Maira Paibis guarded the protesters during the night as the girl protesters stayed the whole night at the community hall to pressurize the authority concerned to release the fellow students. It may be mentioned that 2 students, namely Bruce, a class 12 student from CC Higher Secondary School, and Vidya Lakshmi of Iboton Sana School, were arrested as protesters led by volunteers of JC ILPS Women's Wing stormed the BJP office. Later, 6 students of TG School reached the old Secretariat office yesterday and asked to arrest them too. They were also arrested by the police but released later. Since then, the 6 students along with 15 others have been protesting at the Keshampat Community Hall. One of the protesters expressed words of resentment at the community hall today.
class 12 kari akhosu class 12 kari chamane haiba kaidobagi moina phajalaga adum thamdoribno akhosu phabam thoe phada de khoi pula phabio khoi pula paikha thanbino pula black tam hanbigano ba thadok taragadi masu thadok piro ba adune khoina ji khali ba khase akhoi di sunghan haloi amuka suna hauna na makhoina khoi hat ke haiba akhoi loina mak mangraga akhoi loina mak sigraga makhoina pen gani hai taragadi khoi makha ta na khongjang je dum changjang gani ba I don't give me all the manga Suyari Habagi Mong. Habadi Yellow me can Janabagi Asigi Janahan Bio Habatam someone bitter tardy. Of course, the mango have somebody. I don't know what you mang by manga. Migi Mianchagi could see so a quick E. Masin Kutako Shigana Kaleva.
After the ISTV News telecast the story of the 11th position holder of the HSL CE 2016, namely Longjam Netrajit of Hainobok, and the financial problems faced by his family, many generous persons and private schools have come forward to extend all possible help to Netrajit for further studies. In a gesture of generosity, Imphal Valley School at Ghari also offered the student the opportunity to study at the school till class 12 and stay at the school hostel, for which the school will bear all the expenses. Netrajit has received several other offers from other renowned schools too. An IED found planted between the adjoining area of S. Kautlian and Torbung Bungalow at Wanghoifai village in Churachandpur district was removed by the Army Bomb Disposal Squad around 1 p.m. today. The IED was disposed of safely around 9 this morning. A sit-in demonstration in protest against placing of a hand grenade at the house of Dr. Ningombam Shamjai Singh at Khongjom Zone 5 by unknown persons last night was staged at the office of the Medical Directorate at Lamphel today. Placards which read "Make health sector a terror-free zone, we want peace," etc. were used at the protest demonstration. Health Director O. Ibomcha, President of Medical Department Employees Association Oinam Ganesh, along with many staff and Medical Directorate officers also took part in the protest. Talking to media persons, Oinam Ganesh said it would have been better if those responsible for the act had come to the department and made their complaint instead of what they have done.
Earthquake Tokibada, and they conduct the swishing South Tolbadagi, Joji Awa Mayong Ribani, Masajida, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯊꯤꯕ ꯅꯪ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯀꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯐꯦꯁꯤꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯄꯤꯔꯤ ꯑꯅꯥ ꯑꯌꯦꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯄ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯔꯨꯝ ꯀꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯅꯔꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯣꯛꯄꯗ ꯑꯀꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
Social Youth Development Organization Naurem Lekai has expressed happiness for the students from Langthabal Assembly constituency who secured the first and the second positions in the HSLC examination 2016. In today's People's Voice, one KH Sayakiran of Nagamapal Singjubung Leirak has given her suggestions to the students who have passed the class 10 and 12 examinations this year and who are looking for the right career options. Here is what she says.
Class 10 amadi 12 pass taraba satra satrisingda local guardian ama oina hainingbadi right choice of his or her career haibisi yamna maru oi haibisini mina tamnai haiduna tamgadaba nate ukil oiningi haiduna talent leitana tamba yaba nate matang sida ehaki motadi satrasing asi talented amasung multi talented haina ani thokna khaidokningi talented satrasingna masa masana hainajaba amadi pamjaba field ki career khanduna tamgani multi talented satrasingna mayam yomsinba mafamda yaksuloidabani masana su pamjaba leibakis awapa yengduna tamlabadi tungi masai career da su bright oigani promotion line chu thuna kagani amasung leibaki awatpa su mengani eminent scientist His Excellency the President of India Dr. APJ Kalam Satra oiringata pilot oiningami tamba phanghaukide mahakna ningba kaidana general line tamthaduna afawa scientist the Indian missile man haina khangnaba scientist ama oiki doctor oirabasu yagadaba engineer oirabasu yagadaba professor oirabasu yagadaba satra satri singna wise selection of his or her career haibasi tangai phadi winners do differently haiba prabhavasi ningsingadabani.
One M.I. Khan has handed over rations to the flood relief committee opened at flood-affected Urup Kunau in Kairao Assembly constituency. The flood victims at Arapti Kunau and Urup Kunau have been taking shelter at the relief camp as the flood waters have not receded since May 22nd last. Even though many generous people have extended help, the local MLA and Zilla Parishad member of Kairao Makting have still not visited and taken stock of the situation there. Talking to media persons, M.I. Khan appealed to the authority concerned to compensate for the loss of the flood victims in the area and not to play politics during calamity.
Kairao, Urup, Arapti, Amasung Kyangway Haiba, Turel Ohumna question ba area asida Laibiriba Praja Singna Gamendata depend Tobugi Mahuta Masida Lairiba Iram Nala Masida Lairiba Kenen Masida Lairiba Social Service Tobayava Port Sing Asi Ekoi Local Club Civil Organization Sing Society Sing Maira Pai Sing Pulapunsin Naraga Ekoi Medical K Mama Gamel by Kaidagi Tabir Ohaina Medical K Mama Tabir Naba Honasi.
On the other hand, BJP State Secretary L. Sushildro today distributed rations to the flood victims at Kabaisoi, many areas of Khomdok, Kongpal Kongkham Lekai, Kurai Kongpal Sajor Lekai in Kurai Assembly constituency. Talking to media persons, L. Sushildro said all possible help will be taken from the centre to help the flood victims.
BJP government ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯤꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯜ ꯂꯤꯗꯔꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯇꯛꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯐꯪꯍꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯒꯦ.
Pradhan of Hianglam Gram Panchayat has informed in a press release that the farmers of Hianglam area have been facing grave difficulty as all their fields have been flooded due to the recent incessant rain. He further said the farmers in the area face the same difficulty every year. The calamity has occurred even as they are struggling to cope up with last year's losses, the release added. The headlines once again. Demand to release students arrested during ILP stir continues. Thanks for joining us and do keep watching for more updates.